Greetings. We continue today in the study of Revelation chapter 14. This is part 2, the second installment of the first of the 7 visions. Yesterday was mainly a review, but today let's consider the Lamb standing upon Mount Zion with his redeemed ones. First of all, let's look at the Lamb. Revelation 14:1 says, "And I saw, and behold, a Lamb having stood and remaining so upon the mountain of Zion, and with him 144,000, having the name of his particular father, having been written, and remaining so upon the foreheads of them." We need to listen to John's simple testimony. The Lamb here in Revelation 14:1 is the very same Lamb which we saw back in Revelation 5:6. The Lamb who was determined after a thorough search of God's entire universe to be the only worthy one. This simple statement which John makes is that at a point, with no reference to time, he saw the Lamb having stood and remaining standing upon the Mount Zion with his redeemed ones. So let's ask and then answer a very simple question. Has Jesus taken a perpetual stand upon the Mount Zion with his redeemed ones? And the simple answer is no, this event has not happened as yet. When will it happen according to the sum of Scripture? Well, the Scriptures say at the glorious appearing of Christ, when every eye shall see him as he descends to set foot upon the mount, the very same mount from which he ascended with a promise to return in Acts chapter 1. And this time when he comes, the mountain will split in half, and he will enter into Jerusalem through the eastern gate into his house in the holy city, which is situated upon his holy mountain, Mount Zion. Now there are 2 potential errors in not realizing this is a present glimpse of a future event before us in Revelation 14:1. The first error is having Jesus Christ upon the earth too soon in God's chronology, which we've already addressed. The second error is having the 144,000 in heaven too soon. The 144,000 here by their description are the very same 144,000 of Revelation chapter 7, verses 3 through 8. The fact that this group is preserved through the time of the Great Tribulation is a clear teaching of Scripture. Specifically, these are the ones Jesus in the glorious appearing is coming to save from imminent ruin, while at the same time a great remnant is being overcome by the unholy Trinity upon earth. Revelation 13:7 says, "And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given unto him over kindreds and tongues and nations." Daniel 11:35 says, "Some of them of understanding shall fall to try them and to purge and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for a time appointed." Continuing Daniel 12, verse 1, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of the people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book." Having looked at the Lamb, now let's look at the Mount Sion or Zion, Hebrew, Greek spellings, very often. We go to Psalm 2 and begin reading at verse 1. "Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?" The questions of Revelation 13 and verse 4 are vain ragings. "The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure." Verse 6 says, "Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. Acts chapter 4 applies these verses to the crucifixion, but this also applies to Revelation 14 and verse number 1.